Well, November is here, and I got some more anniversary videos. As of now, I only got 3 out of 4 videos. One video I'm saving that when Thanksgiving is over. So yeah, since I have to save room for the other 2, I wanted to do one before the release date this month. But the Nintendo GameCube turned 20 years old this year. Man, time goes by fast. While the Super Nintendo is still my favorite gaming system with games and being the first system I ever saw, GameCube was the system that I played a lot during that era. I know the Nintendo 64 was less of my childhood because I was really young during the years. So yeah, it's time to give the GameCube the spotlight of the video. The Nintendo GameCube came out on November 18th, 2001, which yes, it's early to put it up, but I need to save room for 2 videos in a couple weeks. Anyways, the GameCube was in a competition with the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox. So this is when Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft start with the console systems competing. By 2007, the GameCube discontinued with Nintendo's next system, the Wii. And before anyone asks, no, I'm saving the Wii anniversary for a future year. And with the system worldwide sales, the GameCube sold 21 million units. I mean, it's not bad compared to the Wii U and the Virtual Boy. Still, the GameCube had some criticisms like the lack of features for the system and its exterior design. Yeah, you look at the GameCube and say, it looks like a lunchbox. That's what everyone called the GameCube that. So yeah, the design of the system is not great, but it's not the worst game system design. The features, I can understand the criticism, but they have a memory card slot where you can save your games on there, and there's Game Boy Player where you can play Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games, which, that's cool. I like the Super Game Boy compatible on the Super Nintendo, but yeah, you can't put a DVD inside the GameCube because it won't fit. Still, the PlayStation 2 is the best feature because you can use a DVD inside the system, but I'll talk about the system in a future video. Still, the GameCube is a nice one. The controller was the best. As a kid, the controller felt more natural, even more than the Super Nintendo controller. I even like it more than the N64 controller. So yeah, the GameCube controller was the best one, and it was the last wired controller for Nintendo because the later systems, Wii, Wii U, and Switch, had no wires for their controllers. The main highlight, besides the system and the controller, are the games. Oh man, the games on the GameCube were some of the best, which it's tough because the Super Nintendo games are great too, but the GameCube was the most games I played a lot, both first party and third party games. Which yeah, I know it's not fair to include third party games since they are on multi-platforms, not just the GameCube. But hey, the third-party games were fun to play, and while I didn't start playing Sonic until later on, it was my first time seeing the character, and there were Sonic games on the GameCube when Sega published them. There were some games I wanted to play when I was a kid, but I missed out on them. But my brother and I had some third-party games. My favorite out of the third-party games I played has to be The Simpsons Hit and Run. Oh man, that was the best one. I really want to talk about the game in the video, but I'm saving that in a future video by 2023. Aside from the third-party games, the first-party games were also the best. And while as a kid I didn't play big ones like Metroid Prime, since that game was for teens only, there were some great first-party Nintendo games. Luigi's Mansion came out on launch day, and it was a cool concept for a game. You play as Luigi, Mario's brother, and he goes inside a mansion when there's full of ghosts and gets rid of them with his vacuum-like machine. Yeah, you could say Luigi's like a Ghostbuster. And after the game came out, it became a series with the second game on the 3DS and the third game on the Switch. Plus, the same game was ported to the 3DS. Pikmin and Animal Crossing were good new additions to the series from Nintendo when the GameCube came out. Super Smash Bros. Melee, another great addition to the GameCube game library. While I didn't play the game, I remember one of my older cousins had the game, so at least it was my introduction to Super Smash Bros., not the N64 one. Super Mario Sunshine was a great addition, which I have played it when I was a kid. I'll talk about the game next year for its anniversary video. Mario Kart Double Dash was another great addition, and that was one of the games I couldn't stop playing. And it wasn't even my game, it was my cousin's, and I was so addicted to that game. I'll talk about that game too in 2023. But yeah, the GameCube had a great library of first-party games. Another thing to keep in mind, while the GameCube has gotten attention after it discontinued, it hasn't been out on Virtual Console or the Nintendo Switch online service. The Wii does support GameCube games by putting the disc inside the Wii, and the GameCube controller plugs inside the Wii system. So I can understand not having it as a Virtual Console, but I really want GameCube games to pop up on the Nintendo Switch online service. Since they added N64 and Sega Genesis games a couple months ago from the Direct, why not add GameCube games? Or besides the online service, a GameCube Classic Edition. I know it's too early for that since I'm still waiting for the N64 Classic Edition to be made. Still, the GameCube is my second favorite system, almost up there with the Super Nintendo. So yeah, happy 20th anniversary to the Nintendo GameCube. And if you want to know more about the system, check out this video by Liam Triforce. I'll link the video in the description. And I can't wait to talk about the games in future videos because, trust me, I have a lot to say about the games. Plus, a Media Memories for the GameCube is coming up next month, to see what was the first GameCube game. Also, since I can't make a video on the anniversary of Luigi's Mansion, but happy 20th anniversary to that game too. That is all for the GameCube video, and I have a couple more anniversary videos this month. I'll see you guys next week.